Hello, horse racing fans. It's Mark with AndHereTheyCome.com, and we're closing in on the 41st Breeders' Cup World Championships to be held for just the third time at the Del Mar Thoroughbred Club in Southern California. Beautiful place. What we're going to do here in the short videos, as you've probably seen some of the other ones we have out there on YouTube, is we're just going to take a look at the Juvenile Fillies Turf Division. We're going to take a look at how favorites have performed in recent years, as well as the winners in the last 10 years and the payoffs that they generated, and some tips and trends on that you can use to help you with your handicapping. This is just a couple features of our proven winning profile for the Juvenile Fillies Turf Division. There's like 25 other factors you'll find in our profile. If you do purchase our profile, you'll see that we have. Anyways, we'll get started here. This is how the post time favorites have done in the last 14 years. As you can see highlighted in red, there were only 4 winners that won this division. So 4 out of 14. So I guess we're kind of around that 33% level for the favorites there. Also, the odds, of course, on the favorites are low as well. But favorites tend to not do well as far as even hitting the superfecta in those years as well. As you can see, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the years the favorite did not even finish in the superfecta. That's the top 4 finishers of the race. So that's usually good signs for some decent payoffs in the superfecta, as well as win payoffs as well. The favorites only won 4 in the last 16 years, is how long this division has been as part of the Breeders' Cup. They've only finished in the trifecta 8 times in the last 14 years. So they're missing the trifecta, 6 out of 14, so you're just under 50% of the time they're not even hitting the trifecta. And in the 16 years the division has been held, 7 favorites finished completely out of the superfecta. Both years the races were held at Del Mar. The favorites finished off the board, which is good for payouts for horse players. So hopefully that'll happen again this year at Del Mar, where the favorite finishes off the board. The average win payout in the 10 most recent years is a decent 13.27. So we're looking at average odds of somewhere around 5-1 there. Here are the winners in the last 10 years and their average payoffs. As you can see highlighted in yellow there, the $2 win payoff averaged $13.27. The $2 exacta payoff has averaged $139, which isn't anything great. I mean, if you have a $20 exacta ticket, you're feeling okay. The dollar trifecta, $817. I'll take it. It's nothing to write home about, but gives us some more money to play in some of the other divisions. But the superfecta, the dollar superfecta, is pretty decent. $7,887. So it's almost 10 times the price of the trifecta is paying off in the superfecta in this division. Also, look at the winning trainers here. The top U.S. turf trainer looks like he owns this division. So he's won what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in the last 10 years. He's a 50% hit rate in this division. In the last 10 years, it looks like we only have one European winner in those 10 years. And of course, Aidan O'Brien, the top Euro trainer, he only won it once in the last 10 years. So it looks like it's pretty much a U.S. based trainers division to win the Juvenile Fillies Turf division. Your Invaders have only won 3 times in the 16 years the division has been run. 3 out of 16. So they don't do well in this division. Just keep that in mind when you're looking for your win tickets. Who you're going to use. Now, obviously, you're going to use Chad Brown for something here. He's won 5 of the last 10 and 6 out of the 16 years. He does have a runner this year. He only has 1 runner, which is a little bit unusual for him in a turf race. But he does have 1 runner, and he has the red-hot turf jock of Flavien Prat on him this year. So definitely, we're definitely going to have to use him on top. And maybe Kim in second as well. Keep in mind, at least one Euro Invader from Europe Invader has finished in the Superfecta 13 of 16 years. So we do want to include some Europeans in our Superfecta tickets. Not so much on the top side for the win area wager, but down more so in the trifecta and superfecta. Also, no West Coast based horse has been able to win this division, which is a little kind of strange, seeing that we're 13 editions of the Breeders' Cup has been held in California, but no West Coast based horse has been able to win the division. So again, any of the West Coast base runners this year, we might, if we like them, we'll use them underneath, but not on top for the win. The Winning You're In Challenge Race Series. In the last 13 years, a winner from the Challenge Race Series has been able to win the Juvenile Fillies Turf Division 8 times. 4 of those 8 winners has been the Miss Grillo Stakes winner, and 2 is the Jessamine Stakes winner. And both of them will be in the division this weekend, the Juvenile Fillies. So we're going to take a strong look at the Miss Grillo winner, and she's trained by Bill Mott with Junior Alvarado, good turf trainer, and Bill Mott. And then the Mayday Ready is I lost her page here. Mayday Ready. Oh well, Mayday Ready will be in the race. We do know that. Mayday Ready. Oh, here we go. Mayday Ready. Frankie Dettori is going to be riding Mayday Ready. One of the world's best longtime turf jockeys, Frankie Dettori. So they're both runners that you're going to want to use in your wagers for your trifectas and supers, as well as your rolling pick 3s and daily doubles and pick 4s and pick 5s as well. You're going to be sure to use those 2 at a minimum, plus the Chad Brown runner as well. The proven winning Breeders' Cup profiles that we developed many years ago. You get a copy of our winning profiles. You will learn what are the critical factors that have been proven over the 40-year history of the Breeders' Cup Championships that have proven to be critical in winning each of the divisions. You'll know which prep races have produced the most winners in each of the divisions. So those are the ones you're going to take the closest look at when you're doing your handicapping. You'll know which of the divisions the favorites win most often and which races to stay away from them as your win selection. And it can be critical and very important on keeping the cost of your tickets down lower when you're playing your pick threes, your pick fours, your pick fives, and pick sixes. So in those divisions where the favorites tend to win more often than not, you might single a runner, or you might only use two. And in the divisions where long shots tend to come in, you're going to use maybe 3, 4 runners in those legs, even 5. So you'll know which races you should spread out in, also for playing the trifecta and superfectas. And Breeders' Cup weekend is the biggest day of horse racing of the year, which have the biggest payouts on all the different types of wagers that all of us horse players anxiously wait for all year long, since last year's Breeders' Cup. The races on Breeders' Cup weekend are not what they seem to be at first glance. It is critical to know those factors that have been proven to be most important for handicapping the races. And with better information and sharper angles that are proven, that is what is key to picking winners on Breeders' Cup weekend. You got to be able to separate the prime contenders from those. I don't like to use pretenders because all these horses are good. It's like the also-rans. There is a separation of the class of horses in each of the divisions. As always, you can count on our Breeders' Cup races being very exciting and producing really big payoffs. So you want to be able to give yourself every chance of cashing in on the horse players Super Bowl of horse racing on Friday and Saturday, 2-day event. You can go out to our website and heretheycome.com to get your copy of our winning profiles, which covers all 14 divisions. And you can it's available for immediate download once your payment is processed. You'll also see where we have special pricing offers on our website, for you can also get our selections, our race selections for all the races, all the different types of wagers that's available for both days, Friday and Saturday, or if you just want Saturday or you just want Friday, that's available as well. But there's different packages available, so you can get discounted special pricing on everything out there. So go out there and take a look. We're getting close here. We're 3 days away from Breeders' Cup weekend. So time's running out. You got to get started on your handicapping. Don't wait any longer. Pay us a visit on the website. Got any questions, email us. And wishing everybody good luck and lots of success. And hope you win the photo at the wire, the head bob. Thanks for watching. Take a look at our other videos out there. We'll see if we can get a couple more up yet before the races for some other divisions. We'll put one up for the Classic, since that's a really unbelievable race this year with all the international horses that are entering it. Is making it really setting things up for some big surprises in the $7 million Classic. Anyways, thank you for watching.